Today I want to share with you a few quick techniques in order to get a smooth professional finish with your work. Not everyone likes shabby distressed looks. Some people like a nice smooth finish to their paint, and this is a great way that you can achieve it with vintage paint. So the first thing you're going to do is have a look at your paint itself and see what the consistency is like. For a mini pot like this, I like to add around about a teaspoon of water to this paint and then mix it in well if I want to go with a professional looking finish. So adding a little bit of water to your vintage paint will help to thin it down a little bit and allow your paintbrush to put it on in thinner coats than you would do if you've used it straight out of the pot. Just bear in mind that it does mean you will do a couple of extra coats in order to get the coverage, but it will be a lot softer and smoother finish when you're finished with it. The second tip is look at your brush. You want to get a very good synthetic style brush, not a natural bristle brush, and certainly you don't want to get an old one that's gone a little bit stiff and it's a bit caked with old paint. So a really good brush to start with is an absolute must. The third tip that I want to share with you today is to sand your piece down in between every layer. This is 180 grit sandpaper, and when I'm sanding this surface here, I'll quickly go over with a circular motion, and what that does is it burrs off all of those little brush mark strokes and makes it a lot smoother. Tip number 4, I think we're up to, is when you finish sanding, always clean off the sanding dust. If you have little bits of dust left on the surface when you paint, it's going to feel a little bit like sandpaper itself. So make sure that you remove all your dust and particles before you start painting. And then the final way of getting a smooth professional finish is the way you hold your brush or the way you use your brush. When you're painting along a flat surface like that, like this one where it's got edges, try not to use your brush from the edge and go in. What you're trying to do is always maintain the brush going out towards the edge. If you're going this way, in towards the edge, you're going to get vintage paint dribbling over this edge, and if you forget to wipe that off, you're going to have these lumps of paint along here, and that's not a very professional finish at all. So always go out as opposed to going in.